So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. We're out here in the woods this morning, and we're going to take care of a little problem that I've been trying to find a solution for quite some time. So we're out here in this little clearing project, and I cleared a whole bunch of trees out of here. Got rid of all the stumps, all the brush, cut up a bunch of firewood, got some saw logs. Everything went pretty well, but I have been avoiding this tree right here for good reason. And today it comes down one way or the other. From down here it doesn't look like much. It's about a 1/2 or 3/4 dead maple tree. But up here is the problem. You got this Widowmaker right here, and you know, I think they used to call them a fool's killer. I think that's what they used to call them, but nowadays seems everyone just calls them a Widowmaker. But I have not been able to come up with a good solution to get this down without getting hit with this thing. You know, if I were to push it with a machine, cut the tree down, whatever I was going to do, this thing here is going to drop down and then fall somewhere, and heck, it's probably 30 feet long itself, maybe longer than that. But I have a solution. We're just gonna yank it down. My buddy Tim dropped off a nice rope for me to use. I didn't have one this long or this strong, but this should work pretty well. I just need to get it up over that limb, which is where the softball comes into play. I've seen guys use like all different things, any kind of little weight, but I have found that you can throw the ball a little bit more accurately than most things. So I got a small rope on this. We'll throw this over the limb, and then we'll pull the big one up over top of it and hopefully yank her down. I don't know if this is going to do it or not. It's still connected pretty well, you know what I mean? We'll have to see. I think the rope's long enough. I can just double it up. Yeah, definitely. I should have set this up to pull maybe off the drawbar, but with the land plane on, it's kind of hard. I think this bolt should be as strong as the rope. We'll go kind of easy. We'll see what happens. That looks a lot bigger once it's on the ground. That's basically a whole nother tree there. But we got her down, safe and sound. and I can cut the rest of it down. I've got a one side there is dead, it'll fall this way, and that other side still a little green on top. Drop it right out in there. I'll cut it to like pole length, and then I've got that stump and this white oak right here, and then I can clean up this mess right here. And a couple more weeks, I'll rake this all up, grade it up maybe with the land plane, and we'll be able to seed it. Alright, I got both stumps out of the ground. This little white oak right here wasn't real big, but it was kind of stubborn. And then the maple stumps, they're always big. Look at the size of that hole right there. So right now what I need to do is get in the tractor with the land plane and head over to my buddy's house. We're gonna fix his driveway up. And then when I come back from there, later on this afternoon, early evening, we'll come back out here with the skid loader, move those stumps out of the way, backfill that hole, kind of get things cleaned up. So I came over to the house and I was getting ready to leave, and I realized I left my headphones out in the excavator. But Melissa and the dogs went for a hike, so I just called her. Who's gonna win the race here? Archie for the win right there. He beat him by about 5 feet, Melissa.
Axel's fast.
I'll tell you what though.
Not a fast learner, but he's fast at running.
Yeah.
And he's also learned that Archie wins. That's the game they play.
I know one thing.
What Piper Harris, she comes with no care in the world. For real.
Yeah, Piper's making her way in.
Come on, Piper.
Come on, Piper. She's ready for the air conditioning.
Yeah.
I told her, I said, why don't you sit this one out? And she didn't want to.
Oh, I know. She kind of gives a little skip. I'm like, what are you doing? She uses all that energy in the beginning of the race.
I know one thing. When Axel's running full speed, you get out of his way.
Yeah. The ground shakes. He runs like he's mad at the ground.
He does. Well, I'm going to run over to Tim's and fix their driveway up. I was going to load it up on the trailer, but it's not that far.
I know. It's a Friday night, right at
Rush hour.
rush hour. Go get those people mad.
So what is that? 21 5/8. That's what we're calling it. So last night, I went over and fixed up my buddy Tim's driveway. And we got to talking a little bit, and that pretty much wrapped up the day. And then we had a ton of rain last night overnight. I haven't been back out in the woods, but I'm thinking it's probably a little too wet to finish that up out there. We'll have to see. I don't know how this thing works. There we go. Let's see where we're at here. Wow. That's perfect. So I got a new B&W for the Super Duty. Actually, I'll use this on both trucks. This one is for a 2.5-inch receiver, and the one on the GMC currently came off the F-150. It was for a 2-inch receiver, and I have the adapter in there, and that kind of wiggles around a little bit. Plus this is a 10,000 GVW. Yeah, this one's 10,000. And this one is 18,000. This will be the one that I use from here on out. 2.5-inch, not 2-inch. You don't need the adapter sleeve in there. And it's just a much heavier duty one. So after a little trial and error, I have determined that is the perfect height for both the dump trailer and the deck over. And now the one I have on the Super Duty is the correct height as well. I had a lot of people asking from the last video, why in the world would I rent a skid loader down in West Virginia instead of taking mine down with my truck and trailer? Easy answer for that. If I tried, I'd probably have 4 flat tires, a broken trailer, and be in jail. That's what I'm guessing, because my deck over, it's a 10,000 GVW trailer, and just my skid loader, it weighs in at about 13,000 pounds. So if the trailer's around 3,000, 3,500 pounds, and the skid loader is 13,000, that would put me at 16,000, 16,500 pounds, which would be way over the 10,000 GVW trailer. So I've been wanting to go out in the woods and finish up what I started yesterday. Like I said, it rained real hard last night, and it's been pretty wet all day. So I've been kind of slow playing it a bit till it dries up some, and I have a small window of opportunity here to go out and finish that up. Here in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, they're calling for some severe thunderstorms, hail, strong winds. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna hop on the skid loader, head out there right now and get that finished up. So Melissa just came out, running camera for a little bit.
That's what I do.
It's getting pretty cloudy out there.
It's humid too.
They're calling for some big time storms here in a little
Really?
bit. Yeah.
Well, with the humidity, it's not surprising.
Yeah. Hail, all kind of
Oh,
stuff.
geez.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
What's Eva doing?
Eva's working on a video, so I know you're all waiting for a new video from daughter Eva. So that'll be out, I believe, tomorrow.
Yeah, when so I'll publish this one like at 8.
Okay.
And she'll probably have it published. If she has it done, I'll put a link in the description.
Got it. Okay.
Pinned comment as well.
Okay. Good idea. Yeah. I know you all been waiting. She's been doing great. This is like her 3rd or 4th video.
Yeah, and she is light years ahead of when I started.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And obviously, I guess my channel's dead, so we won't even discuss mine.
No, it's not, Melissa. You have great videos when you have time to do them.
We won't even go there, Mike. I won't even tell everybody what you said.
What'd I say?
Nobody's waiting to watch my videos.
I don't think that's exactly how I said
That's
that.
exactly what you said. Melissa, nobody's waiting to watch your videos. I'm like, oh, okay. So all you 3 people out there that were waiting to watch my videos.
There's way more than that.
4. But anyways, you know what? If it does storm, it's hopefully going to break up this humidity. I can feel my hair frizzing. Like, if I took this hat off, you would mistake me for a clown or a bad 80s perm.
The 80s was the greatest hair there was.
Although I could be a clown with this hat because it was still frizzing. But
That's how I met
yeah,
Melissa.
The higher your hair was to heaven, the better.
I saw that huge hair through a pizza shop window,
That was it.
and that's
Yeah.
that's what did it.
The greasy grease on my face. Whew. Back in the day, could you imagine running a pizza shop now with no air conditioning? Could you imagine getting people to show up?
Oh yeah, you
Like,
didn't
our
have.
pizza shop was open till 11 at night. I was done at 11 and then drove home. Like,
In high school.
there's not a place in this area open past 9 o'clock anymore.
That's true. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, you were up until.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Everything's changed.
Oh, way changed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That place didn't have AC.
I pulled up to a drive-thru. I won't even say the name of the restaurant. I pulled up to the drive-thru last week, and the lady on the speakerphone said it's going to be a 30 to 45 minute wait for your order if you order. I go, okay, no thanks, because the car in front of me pulled away, and I'm like, wonder what that was about. Then when the lady, I'm like, is this your? She goes, there's just 2 of us in this restaurant.
Yeah.
So the 2 of them were taking orders, making the orders, completing the order, and they were running inside the restaurant. Like, inside that restaurant was people going in to eat. Yeah.
It's crazy.
State of affairs. Mike, you're going to have to do another State of the Union soon.
I think we will.
Maybe Melissa will do one on Morgan's Off the Leash. State of the Union from Melissa Morgan. Wouldn't you all love to know what's in this tiny little head of mine?
Oh boy, there's a lot packed in there.
It's a small space.
There's a lot to say.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff that people aren't
Tell
gonna
them
hear.
what our goal was for the last 2 days.
Yeah. The last 2 days.
2.5 days, right?
This is our 3rd day we set a goal that we would not flip out or
Not
get
even
mad.
just not get mad about anything.
Yeah. The first day, it was like being on a diet. Like you couldn't eat certain things or something because you'd say to yourself, oh, nope, I can make it till bedtime. So like the first day was fine. The second day, yeah, you had to really think about it. Which actually I started to turn to food because I'm like, ah.
And then I think Hunter was on to what we were doing, so he started purposely pushing our buttons.
Hunter he's had a couple rough weeks, but this week was kind of rough. And then next week it's going to be rough because, well, daughter Eva leaves for college. Yeah. And then we leave for the Boonville show. So
yeah, we'll be there Friday and Saturday, Boonville, New York. Hope to see you there.
Yeah. We're looking forward to it.
Well,
so
I'm going to fire this thing back up. I think that's everything for now. Eva's video,
right.
Boonville.
And the 3 people waiting for a video from my channel.
More like 30,000.
Hang on. Just keep on waiting.
More like 30,000.
That's how many subscribers I have. I don't have those many people waiting. But maybe I'll do a State of the Union.
I like it. that was pretty good timing. Starting to feel a few sprinkles, and I hear thunder off in the distance, but that looks pretty good. A lot different than it did yesterday. I think what I'll do when it dries up, I need to just kind of fix up around the edges with the skid loader. Then I'll bring the land plane out here, run a bunch of laps on it, and then probably the rake on the tractor, and we'll be able to seed it. Have a nice meadow in the woods. But anyway, before we wrap this up, just a couple reminders. Boonville, Friday and Saturday this week. Check out daughter Eva's latest video. And we also have Firestarter available. There'll be a link in the description for that and a pinned comment as well. And I think that's about it. Appreciate y'all being here. We'll catch you on the next one.